The timing screens at Silverstone said it clearly. Safety car in this lap. The crowd erupted. One final lap of flat-out racing. Leclerc defending. Hamilton on fresh softs right behind him. A finish nobody was going to forget. Then the safety car drove straight past the pit lane. Lights stayed on. Every driver followed it around the entire final lap at highway speed. Leclerc crossed the line while 50,000 fans booed. People immediately compared it to Abu Dhabi 2021. They were furious at the FIA. But here is the twist. The FIA did everything right. The villain was a computer. Let me explain exactly what happened. To understand the ending, go back to lap 48 of a 52-lap race. Max Verstappen suffered a rear wing failure at Stowe Corner, the exact same issue that caused him to crash in qualifying at Austria the week before. His Red Bull spun into the gravel and he called the car super dangerous over the radio. With the car stuck in a dangerous position, race control deployed the safety car. That single decision triggered everything that followed. The moment the safety car came out, every team scrambled. Leclerc was leading for Ferrari and immediately pitted for fresh tyres. Hamilton, running second, did the same. George Russell in third made the opposite call and stayed out, jumping to second behind Leclerc. But Russell was now on worn hard tyres with Hamilton right behind him on a brand new set of softs. If the race went green, Russell was finished. Toto Wolff admitted afterwards he was praying the safety car stayed out. Ferrari pitted Hamilton specifically because they were certain racing would resume and he would fly past Russell. The tension was enormous. Lap 49, lap 50, lap 51. On the second-to-last lap, race control issued the instruction for lapped cars to overtake the safety car and rejoin the back of the pack. Standard procedure. The moment that happened, the official timing screens broadcast a message to every team, commentator, and giant screen inside Silverstone. Safety car in this lap. That means one thing in Formula 1. The safety car is coming in and racing resumes. We were on lap 51, lap 52. The final lap was going to be a flat-out sprint. The crowd went wild. Everyone on their feet. Then the cars came around to start lap 52. The safety car approached the pit entry and just kept going. Drove straight past. Lights still on. The entire field crawled around the final lap of the British Grand Prix in a procession. Leclerc crossed the line to win while the grandstands booed every single metre of it. After the race, the FIA released a full statement. Under the F1 rulebook, once lapped cars have been released past the safety car, the field must complete one additional mandatory lap behind it before it can come in. No exceptions. Here is the problem. The lapped cars were released on lap 51. That made lap 52 the mandatory extra lap. But lap 52 was the final lap of the race. There were no laps left after it. A restart was mathematically and legally impossible. The race director knew this. The teams knew this. Everyone in the pit lane knew this. The software did not. The timing system automatically generated the safety car in this lap message the moment lapped cars were released without checking whether any laps remained for a restart. It was not a decision by the race director, not a conspiracy. A software glitch that gave millions of people false hope and then removed it in the worst possible way. Unlike Abu Dhabi 2021, where rules were bent to manufacture a result, at Silverstone the rules were followed perfectly. A computer lied to everyone watching. While the drama played out at the front, something equally bizarre was happening further back involving Carlos Sainz. He had already been lapped before the safety car came out. He pitted when it deployed standard move. But the pit lane entry at Silverstone cuts across the inside of the final corner, and the angle of Sainz's entry meant he physically crossed the start-finish line a fraction of a second before Leclerc, who was still on the main track. Because of that geographical quirk, the timing system briefly registered Sainz as being on the lead lap rather than as a lapped car. His name was left off the official list of cars cleared to pass the safety car. Williams did not notice. They saw the other lapped cars going past and told Sainz to do the same. He overtook the safety car, drove all the way around the track, and rejoined the back of the pack. After the race, stewards worked out what happened. Sainz had unlapped himself illegally. Williams put their hands up. They missed the pit lane quirk that changed his timing status. The stewards handed down a penalty almost never seen in Formula 1, a one-lap penalty. They subtracted the illegal extra lap from his race total, dropping him from 12th to 17th. He was already out of the points either way, making it a strange footnote to an already strange afternoon. The race itself had major stories before Verstappen crashed. Kimi Antonelli started from pole for the very first time in his Formula One career. The hype around him was enormous. Leclerc passed him off the line, Hamilton followed, and Antonelli dropped to third before the first lap was complete. He fought back brilliantly, overtook Hamilton on lap 11, and started closing on Leclerc until lap 41, when a wheel shield failure forced him to pit twice and destroyed any chance of a result. A 5-second track limits penalty sent him to 16th, one of the most heartbreaking individual weekends of the season. George Russell survived to finish second entirely because the safety car stayed out. He knew Hamilton would have passed him immediately on fresh softs if racing had resumed. Russell was relieved. Leclerc admitted his tyres were stone cold by the end, and he was genuinely glad he did not have to defend on a restart. Isaac Hadjar had a brilliant drive for Red Bull, finishing 5th to rescue important points on a day Verstappen could score nothing. Liam Lawson and Arvid Lindblad gave Racing Bulls a double points finish in 6th and 7th. The 2026 British Grand Prix ended not with the final lap shootout the timing screens promised, but with a slow procession and a software error that made the FIA look guilty of something they did not do. The rules were followed, the computer lied, and 50,000 fans at Silverstone spent the last lap of their home race watching Formula One cars crawl past at touring car speeds. Leclerc won. Russell survived. Antonelli was heartbroken. Sainz got a penalty nobody had ever seen before. And somewhere in Red Bull's garage, Verstappen was sitting with another rear wing failure, making the exact same point he made in Austria the week before, that the car is super dangerous and nobody is listening. Was the FIA to blame here, or does this come down to a software failure that the sport needs to fix before it happens again at a race that actually matters? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more F1 content like this, hit subscribe.